Hello and welcome. Bill Judge with Monkworkz here. I've got a couple of announcements about Oshkosh this year and a quick tech tip here. So Oshkosh this year, I'm going to be there on Monday the 22nd. I'll be giving a talk at 1 o'clock about Homebuilt Project Management. So if you're thinking about building a home-built plane or in the midst of building a home-built plane, trying to find motivation and figure out how to get done, come on by and listen to my talk. I've got some experience of my own. I started building my plane 20 years ago. It took about 3 years to build. I built with other builders for a period of time before that. I've plugged in with some other builders that have built up to 15 airplanes. I have friends with industry partners that have lots of excellent advice and experience as well. And I've tried to roll all their ideas into one brief and put it into 1 hour to portray, what I think are best practices to get you across the finish line. With the least amount of pain and suffering. So if you're in that category of trying to build a home-built plane, come on by and we'll talk about it. And also 4 p.m. is the social nearby there. I'll have an address here on the video. You can give that a look, and I hope to see you there as well. Free beer for RV builders. All you got to do is just show up, and I'll be there. We can talk as well. Talk about electrical systems or talk about home builds or whatever you like. And finally, a quick tech tip. So last video was all about electrical systems and making a reliable electrical system. And one of the things I said was I was a big fan of fuse blocks, and I have one here. I got a call from one of my customers who flies about 300 hours a year, so I tend to pay attention when he says stuff. And he's a big fan of the fuse blocks as well. But he said that you really need to watch out for what fuses you use. And he came across a case where someone was using a fuse block and they got some arcing and overheating, mainly because they were using no-name brand fuses. And here I've got one little fuse from DigiKey, little fuse brand, and I can feel that it takes a reasonable amount of pressure to get the fuse in and out of the block. And then I've got an Amazon special fuse here as well. And there's noticeably less force going in and coming out. And if you take these out, you have a set of calipers. First tip, if you're building a home-built plane, get yourself some digital calipers. You can measure the thickness here, and it's at least 1,000th less than the genuine fuse here. I got about 24.5 thousandths here, and I got about 23 thousandths here. So, measurably less thickness here, which has two impacts. You can feel it's probably more likely to rattle out of there, but the bigger issue is there's just not enough pressure on the legs of the fuse in order to make good contact all the time. You can get a hot spot and that can overheat. So be careful with that. Use good quality stuff as always, and you'll have a good reliable electrical system, and same thing for the rest of your home built. So I thought that was good advice coming from one of my customers, Rusty, saying, hey, use good quality fuses. So anyhow, hope to see you at Oshkosh, and I'll be giving the talk on Homebuilt Project Management, and I'll be at the social there as well. Hope to see you all, and if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to hit me up, bill@monkworkz.com or on the website, and we'll be there. Take care. Thank you.